The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Read by Calvin Sharpe. The sorcerer lived in a dusty room at the top of a tall, gloomy tower. His table was covered with bottles and jars full of strange-coloured potions, and bubbling mixtures filled the air with horrible smells. The walls of the tower were lined with huge old books. These were the sorcerer's spell books, and he would let no one else look inside them. The sorcerer had a young apprentice called Harry, a good but lazy boy who longed to do magic himself. The sorcerer had promised to teach him, but only when Harry was ready. One day the sorcerer had to visit a friend. He had never left Harry alone in the tower before, and he did not entirely trust him. Looking fierce, the sorcerer gave Harry his instructions. "I have an important spell to conjure up when I return. I need the cauldron full of water from the well," he said. "When you have filled the cauldron, you can sweep the floor and light the fire." Harry was not pleased. It would take many trips to the well to fill the cauldron, and he would have many steps to climb each time. The sorcerer climbed onto his small green dragon and said, "Touch nothing," before flying off in a cloud of smoke and flame from the dragon. Harry watched until the sorcerer was safely out of sight. Then he took one of the spell books and turned the pages until he found what he was looking for: a spell to make a broomstick obey orders. He read the spell out loud. The broomstick quivered and then stood up. It grabbed a bucket and jumped off down the stairs. Soon it was back, the bucket full of water. It tipped the water into the cauldron and set off down the stairs again. Harry was delighted. On and on the broomstick went, and the cauldron soon was full. "Stop! Stop!" shouted Harry. But the broomstick just carried on and on. Soon the floor was awash, and bottles and jars were floating around the room. Nothing Harry could say would stop the broomstick. In desperation he grabbed the axe that lay by the fireside and chopped the broomstick into bits. To his horror, all the pieces turned into new broomsticks, and set off to the well, buckets appearing magically in their hands. By now the water was nearly up to the ceiling, and Harry gave himself up for lost. Suddenly there was a clatter of wings and a hiss of steam as the dragon flew into the tower. The sorcerer was back. He ordered the broomsticks to stop. They did. Then he ordered the water back into the well. It all rushed back down the stairs. Then he ordered the dragon to dry everything with its hot breath. Then he turned to look at Harry. Harry could see that the sorcerer was very angry. The sorcerer looked as if he might turn Harry into a frog, but then he sat down on a soggy cushion. "Right, I think it is time I taught you how to do magic properly." And he did. The end.